Good morning. How you doing, Glenn?
Good. How you doing, Mark?
Doing well, man. The weather's good today. Finally.
Man, it's miserable here. It's 50 degrees and foggy.
Well, it's 50 degrees here and sunny.
Yeah, I had to drive like an hour in the fog yesterday. You could see like maybe one car ahead of you.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. It was
Yeah,
bad.
I can't complain. Uh, yeah, I've been working on that unit. I should have, well, I will have a video next Sunday about that unit that I just bought.
Yeah,
Just had
I was gonna ask you if you put a video out yet because I hadn't seen an alert on my phone yet.
Yeah, I'm going ahead and I'm putting up one video every week on that on my storage auction stuff, and I today at 12:15 the finale for that ammo locker is coming out. So next Sunday at 12:15 I'll have the video for that locker, and I'll show a small little clip of it today as it's kind of cat related and storage auction related in the same thing. It just shows one tiny little aspect of that video, and it's a cute little cat video. And basically, I don't want to give away too much, but a lot of the tubs when I looked at when I put them into the van, it took 2 loads to get 50 tubs in my van. So I looked over the top on everything. Well, I realized that yeah, I can say this. I realized like 90% of the tubs were closed. Now, that's not always bad, depending on what they are. So I'll
Right.
just leave it at that. And I think the videos, I've been working on it for a while. It should turn out all right. It's just not really an exciting locker, but there's some butts in there. So I don't want to give away too much. I was on there watching before the show started. I was watching Eric's video. He's back at that 10 by 70 unit.
Yeah.
Locker Lunatics. Yeah, yeah. He's getting the furniture out of there now. I got to tell you, some of the furniture he's getting out of there is really good furniture. We're talking four digits in the prices on some of this stuff. It's really good, man.
Yeah, that was a good locker.
Oh yeah, and my God, it's still got a lot of stuff in it. Still got a lot of stuff in it. Let's see who we got here today. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? I love it when Patrick comes in. Man, we're here, man. Everything's going good. We're getting ready for everything's getting ready to flip, man. We basically won this.
Yep.
I'm talking about the good side. There's not going to be any wars. There's going to be rumors, but it's going to go really good. We're heading into a quantum financial system. We're getting so close. There's even people already starting to mention they're getting their notifications to go to the banks or redemption centers or whatever to get their QFS started. So it's happening, and our president Donald Trump went to France the other day. He does his tour around the world, and he's making sure they're going to be going onto the quantum financial system too, because it's getting ready to happen, folks. And then he had Trudeau at Mar-a-Lago the other day. Now you talk about interesting. He said, if you all can't get along without ripping the United States off of $100 billion in tariff in $100 billion worth of tariffs, or not tariffs. Basically, they've been ripping us off, and we get nothing. He said, if you continue to do that, and you can't stay in business on your own, perhaps you should be the 51st state. He was showing him who was boss, man. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Wearing my Kentucky hat because our basketball, Kentucky, as far as sports go, I know I'm allowed to watch sports too. I know it was created to keep the masses docile. I get it, but I know that I still like to watch So we're a basketball state. You know, we like football too, but our team played on your coast last night and beat Gonzaga, and I was very happy. I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning. Went into overtime, beat him by 1 point. So I'm wearing my Kentucky hat today. It's for whatever it's worth. And Patrick, I appreciate you swinging in, man. And we got Glenn, the swamp picker. Good Sunday morning. All just got out of church, had a few cha-chings already. That's great, man. You're going to have a big, big cha-ching coming up before you know it, bud. Probably one of the best. If you're like me, it'll probably be one of the best you've ever had. Yeah. There's so many good things going on right now, guys. Hey, Todd, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Yeah, we're just here doing our thing, man. Just enjoying some Sunday morning. And I'm glad you swung in. And here's Eric. I was just talking about your video, man. I started watching, and a show came up, so I had to stop. So, he's putting his furniture into his vehicle, and some of this wood furniture is so good. It's like I was telling him in the comments, we get really good money for. I think the furniture's got like the serpentine fronts, you know, the and drawers. You know how it's.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, this is some beautiful. He's got some beautiful furniture out of there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the rest of that, Eric. Man, it's going to be that furniture. You're going to get really good money out of that stuff, man. I can't wait to see. Can't wait to see more. Hopefully, you find more jewelry in there. There's Harry. Yeah, I was watching his video this morning, and he's at it again, making sales. He got him a cast iron Boston Terrier, maybe. It's worth about $100. It's like a big doorstop or paperweight or whatever you want to. Hi, Sadie. Yeah. All right. I'll show you to everybody. They want to see you. Here's Sadie. There she is. There she goes. She's a good little cat. All right. Now, Sadie, if you get hungry, watch. She does this while I'm doing the live stream. She wants to eat right then. There you go. No, you don't want to eat there. Okay. Yeah, what's up, champ? Yeah, we don't have anything to talk about. We're just here. Whatever. We were just kind of hoping the chat would get us engaged. And let's see. Here we go. Swamp Picker says, see you tonight on Scott's show. Oh, okay. Harry says, I didn't think he was doing a show. I thought last week was his last show until after the new year. Which Scott are we? Do I know? I guess I know. I'm sure I do. Probably in the reselling community. Eric says there's still a little mystery in the 20 by 70. Hopefully we find at least one more jewelry haul. Hell yeah, man. I want to show you a little clip from this lot. It's not really from the locker. It was one of my cat videos. So this is a 2-for-1. There's a little bitty snippet of what I found. Not a big deal, but I'm going to play it right now. If I can find it. Yeah, here he is. This is called Chucky Helped. Well, Chucky's out here helping me sort of tubs from this last unit where I got 50 tubs. And he sniffed this out for me. Well, actually, I did, but little jewelry box that he found. And all these rings are fake, except for this one. It's a sterling ring. Thank you, Chucky. No big deal, but that's just a little teaser. One little sterling ring. Okay. That's all right. We take what we can get out of them, right? Let's see. Scott sells stuff on that's his channel. He's Canadian. Oh, okay. I know him, man. those are the, yeah, they might be in the, we might annex them as the 51st state. I don't know if Trump's kidding or not, but if they're not going to be financially sovereign without the money they've been getting from the United States and not reciprocating back, who knows what could happen? We could be the the North American America, man. Maybe we can just take over. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There we go. Harry, you need to take the helm tonight. Yeah, Harry, you need to drive it. You need to steer the boat, man. He's the glass killer, man. Harry the man, the myth, the glass killer. See, it wasn't all closed. No, it wasn't all closed. It's one of these lockers. I could tell you a little bit about it without, I mean, the video's going to be okay. 50 tubs. I will say this. Probably 42 of the tubs are closed. The 6 bags. So you got 50 tubs and 6 bags. So you got 56 containers. I think I got a good deal on the price in concept for like in the $8 range for each tub/bag. Okay. I think in the video I mentioned it under $10. And normally that's good. And normally that's pretty good when you can get that kind of deal. Because I know the tubs are worth $4 or $5 a piece themselves. So we got somewhere between $100 and $200 just in tubs. Just saying. That was what I had to hang my hat on. I knew I had that. The facility is only a mile away. I hadn't had a video out in a while. A new one. So I bought it. I'm not totally regretting. I'm not regretting it. Oh no, Harry, don't say that. He's on call. When I'll pop on the door live in the next time. Yeah, man. I don't know how much longer you're going to be on call, buddy. You're going to think, I just freaking. Yeah. Well, who knows what's going to happen, man? Back to work for me, y'all. Hey, Eric, I appreciate you swinging in, bud. I'll be watching the rest of your video sometime after the live today. I appreciate you posting that, man. It's great. I love that unit. I love it. I hope you don't fall off the back of your truck, fall out the back of your. Yeah, we want you safe, man. I guess your foot's getting better. So pop up to do a live, yeah. 36 more times I will be on call. 36 weeks of total on call. Oh, that hurts, man. That hurts. No, I'm just being overly dramatic, Harry. You're doing what you got to do. It's all good, bro. Let's see here. I want to show you what Chucky did when he got out, topped the fence with his harness on.
Man.
With his harness on. So I went over and he finally found him. He was in my neighbor's front porch. Luckily, we got good neighbors here. I'm going to show you this real quick. And okay, then Harry's got it. Yeah, we love it. Let's see here, Brand. Yeah, this is Chucky. And I call this Chucky yelling at me.
Well, here's Chucky in my neighbor's yard after hopping the fence with his harness. Now, here's what happens when I try to walk to get him. Come on, Chucky. Are you ready? No, not stop that. Come on. I'm filming you. Chucky. Chucky. Chucky, don't hiss at me. Chucky. It's me. So I had to catch you. What? Why are you screaming at me? Why would you do that? Now you're growling. Oh, Chucky. Why do you do the things you do? Are you all right? All right, let's see if we can get him in here. Yeah, that was pretty loud, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Henry heard Chucky came in here.
Did he really? Hey, how you doing, Henry? Hi, Henry. Do you like Chucky?
Yeah, he come running in here where I was at when he heard Chucky.
Yeah, that was a rebel yell there, man. He was mad that I was making him behave. All I did was pick him up. He knew I don't let him go out front like that. That's crazy.
I'm gonna let him out real quick.
Yeah, he's all excited now.
Yeah. He was sleeping till he heard that.
Yeah, I probably should have warned you. I'm like, this is going to be louder than you think. Let's see. God, Harry, 36 times. He says, when I'm on call, it's for 1 week. Weekend is 24 hours. Oh, no. Weekdays are from 4 till 9 at night. And then the night shift guy shows up. If he's not there, I'm on call. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. What can I? Oh man, I'm sorry, man. What can I? That's terrible. I wanted to get better for you, man.
I feel for you, Harry.
Oh,
I,
oh, Harry, I'm sorry. I'm being a little over dramatic here, but yeah, I've been retired since 2010. 2000. No, I'm sorry, 2009. So what's that now? Wow, 15 years I've been retired. 15 years. I'll tell you what, man. These last 15 were better than the first 40 or 50. You heard it here first, man. And guess what? Everybody's going to have that opportunity. Well, there's going to be some stipulations on the restitutions so that everybody's going to be involved in it. But if you're not retirement age, to accept the repatriated stolen funds from Americans, and well, this is a global thing. That's just our global economic reparation act. What I forgot exactly how it goes, but you will have to sign an agreement to work X amount of time. So that way the whole economy doesn't get jacked up, because if everybody got a lot of money all at once and they started quitting their job, it'd be so there are some will be, but the money total will be so much that you won't care because you'll have it. So it doesn't say how many hours you have to work. I think it's only like 30. I'm just guessing. I don't even know if it has that. I'm just saying. You signed up for it. Now I got to live with it. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, the last 100 years, our whole system's been set up by the elites, man, to help them, not us. Yeah, the IRS is what I like the most about all of this, man. This is the God's honest truth, is the abolishment of the IRS. To me, that's the most exciting thing.
Yeah, I can't wait till that happens.
Yeah, the thing is, there will be, from what I'm hearing, which is public knowledge if you know where to look, there will be a flat tax on new items. So like when you buy a brand new home, you've got your taxes you pay one time. When you buy a used home, no taxes. It's for new items only. So our country is actually going to be a working country, a productive country, self-sustaining country Whereas all these countries over the past that we've been getting ripped off with them sending things here without tariffs.
Well, doesn't it make sense if all of us have more money, the better the economy is going to be because people are going to spend more money?
Yeah, but the whole thing, man, the elites, they wanted the money for themselves, and the politicians, they get them to where they're locked in, and they have to go with what they are told to do, and they get blackmailed into doing these things. They have a system in place that blackmails politicians. You got people that handle that, like the Diddy's and the Epstein's and all those guys. I don't want to get into that part of it here because that's a little testy for YouTube because they can't handle that kind of stuff. But yeah, that it's a whole system designed for fraud. So we thought our taxes were going for good. No, no, they're not. But I'd say we're probably about. I think a lot of this might happen right around the beginning of probably after the 20th of January, when our new president, or actually he hasn't left. It's hard for people to. Yeah, he's been. He'll technically be a 3-term president because he's been the commander in chief behind the scenes of the constitutional United States of America, whereas a lot of people don't understand we were turned into a corporation, and all of our tax money would go to the British Crown, and then they would repatriate that to whatever they wanted to do, the nefarious programs. And what did we get here? Oh, we just got less and less and less and less because they set our financial system up to where we didn't have to pay stuff. It's just the value of everything just went down. The fiat system, it's worth less and less and less. Eventually, those systems crash, which ours did back in 2008. And then the taxpayers bailed out all the companies. Well, that rooster came back to crow again, didn't it? Well, this time we've got a man and an operation in place that's putting a stop to all that. So that's why when I read stuff like this, Harry, I'm thinking, wow, man, you might have some options coming up here. I don't know. I don't know. See, because of being a reseller is employment. Are you getting my drift? So, Harry, let's just say you run into millions and millions of dollars, just as a hypothetical. And your only stipulation is you have to have a job to gain it all until X period of time. And reselling's a job. Now, if it was me, now I'm going to only tell you what I would do. You know what you're going to do. But if it was me, I would do the reselling. And then you don't have to pay any taxes on it either. Because there would be no IRS. How good is that? Just throwing it out there for thought, man. I mean, well, maybe not. That's what I'm saying. Got to take off for a few. We just lost power, not cure. Oh, no. Hey, maybe it's the EBS coming, man. Different systems. Check your phone. If it's out too, then something's going on. But if you get a big loud sound, that's actually happening. It's not going to happen everywhere all at one time. Well, hopefully our power went out the other day for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, is this it? It came back on. There's in the future, we're not going to have wires coming to our house, man. for electricity. I mean, they're there now. They might be there for a while. And even if they go to the Tesla energy, you know, they've had that Tesla energy where nobody would need to pay for electricity for over 100 years. But see, that's our tax dollars at work, right? suppressing suppressing technology and keeping people down. I mean, you know, firmly implanted in the 3D reality. It's if you stay here, you ascend. No. JP Morgan says, if we can't put a meter on it, we don't want it. Well, who the hell is he? There's more of us than there is of him. Yeah. Hey, we'll see you later, Glenn. I appreciate you coming in, my man. Yes, we're gonna talk about whatever the chat wants to talk about, man. I like doing that. If somebody comes up with a thought, a point, a question, a joke, a fart into the microphone, I don't care. Something. Give me something to work with here, guys. But one of the most exciting things in our lifetimes is getting ready to happen. And we got to dig for conversation about it. Come on. It's amazing. It's freaking amazing. Let's see. All right. The last post was right here. Have a good rest of your day, Glenn. I appreciate you swinging in. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. I'm just going to drink coffee and beg people to say something. Have some fun.
Are you looking at any other lockers right now?
I am definitely looking. And the reason I bought this last one is because I hadn't actually bought a new locker in a couple of months, and it was a mile away, 50 tubs in there. And I thought, let's just do this, man. And I'm glad I did. You know, it keeps me going, you know, because, you know, an object in motion tends to stay in motion, and an object at rest tends to stay at rest. So I wanted to get that. And I've started working out a little bit more. Working out with like I'll sit here and then I got just like take 20-pound weights, you know, and just do this, gotta do this like, and you wouldn't believe how much, well, you would, because you do, I'm sure you exercise, you got guns on you, but this really helps, man.
Oh,
you know? And then you just keep doing it. And then I've got a bunch of these weights that I found in storage units. I've got some that all different weights. I think I got some that are 35 pounds. Those are pretty heavy but I'll do this. And man, I feel so good. And then your muscles start poking out.
Yeah.
And it's nothing but good. And then I do a lot of jumping jacks correctly as best I can.
Yeah, I used to lift weights seriously when I was younger, and the last 10 years, all I do is just exercise now.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you've got some guns on you, man. You know, so you got to keep it. You got to use them or you lose them. Because if you sit around, those guns start to turn into pea shooters after a while, man.
Start to shrink up.
They will shrink up. You're right. And yeah, here, let me get the rest of my coffee. I'll be right back. You can sing us a song. I'm just gonna run in here and get my coffee. Yeah, there's my cats. Right. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got going here now. See if I can come up with something here. Sometimes I'll make like show notes of what's things I can talk about. What did I write down? Canada, 51st state. I think he was serious, man.
Yeah.
because if they can't do it on their own, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I really don't know what's going to happen there. But I know one thing: if the whole North American continent was all in unison with one another, everybody there would be money cranking like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah.
Instead of it all going over to China or whatever. Why do we care about building up China? I know why the politicians want to build up China, because they get money under the table back to them, so they can make China great. They want to make China and themselves great. And the American people, they just would rather see us depopulated down to 500 million globally, which was the World Economic Forum's goal for us, which is basically a death threat.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but when I get a death threat, I'm going to take it seriously.
Yeah, right.
So people, they'll see, oh, they want to reduce this down to 500 million globally. Oh, cool. What time's the game on today, honey? You see what I mean? It's like you can do it right out in the open. It's like with evil, they have to tell you what they're going to do. They have to tell you what they're going to do. That's just how it works. Sometimes they'll tell you in a very subtle way. Well, that wasn't subtle. It's kind of funny that that Georgia Guidestone thing that was in Georgia that showed what they wanted to do, 500 million globally. Now, who blew that up? Makes you wonder.
Well, when the IRS is gone, there'll be a lot more happy working people because they'll get more of their paycheck, you know.
And the thing is, they won't have to worry about money because they're just going to be working. Think about everybody you're working with and the whole companies. All the employees won't have any stress anymore because they're not going to have to worry about bills. Now, how does that affect company? I think everything is, we're getting ready to head into a renaissance here in America and globally that is so wonderful. It's the end of the 1,000 years of the evil, man. I really think this is. Do you remember years ago they were talking about how 2012 was going to be, December 2012 was going to be the big one, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was on the Mayan calendar or Gregorian calendar. You got the two. Right now on the calendar we don't use, this is December 2012 right now. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. And here we're getting ready to go into a quantum financial system. I don't know if people realize it or not, but the quantum is something that I don't think anybody south of Elon Musk can even comprehend how that works, because I can't. But I just know this: it's very good. It's impenetrable. Impenetrable. Is that to say that right? The deep state can't mess with it. They can't hack it. They're dead. They're literally the whole system that was put in place to enslave us all is dead, and it will be officially dead when they switch the system over to the QFS, and that'll be the end of the deep state. How about
that? You know, I get a paycheck once a week, and I'm not shitting you one bit, Mark. Half of that goes to taxes.
Yeah, and where do those taxes go?
Yeah,
over there.
I mean,
and then they come back laundered, pocket politicians.
Hell, if I got everything that was supposed to be coming to me and half of it not going out, I'd have more money and I'd know what to do with.
You would have plenty, yeah. But they want to take it all from you, and then you get your money that they've already taken from you. You get what's left of it, and then you got to go pay taxes on everything else over 300. Even if you buy something used, are you serious?
Yeah.
But see, all that's going to stop. So you're going to be automatically better off. You're going to have money in the bank in a quantum system, in a quantum account you'll have a Q phone, which I don't know how those work, but I know the phones that we have now track us, record us, do everything. They gather information on us. And then if we ever became really famous or really a big influencer, then they can go through all of your phone records. They'll find something. Oh, they'll find something. Or if they don't find it, they'll invent something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's all about their system of control, which is getting ready to fall apart. And to me, this is so interesting. I would think people would want to talk about it, but maybe they're afraid. I don't know. The fear, I'm done with the fear thing. It never worked, never will work.
Doesn't work with me.
Fear doesn't do it. Just makes you cower, and now cowering is not going to work. Try that something. We're at war now. Oh, let's cower. Let's cower. We're screwed. Yes, you are. Okay, no more wars. What was so bad about Trump saying he wants to stop all the wars, which he will? Never had a war when he was president. People just didn't like that, did they? You can, we got to see more people die. We got to have death and destruction. I'm woke. I'm woke. I'm woke. I'm woke. I'm woke. I'm an idiot. I mean, what if people are just, I don't think they're stupid. I think they've been.
Well, I think that a lot of people are brainwashed, and I don't know. I don't know. Use some common damn sense.
Common sense isn't as common as you would think, man.
No, it's
not.
coming.
It's going to make a comeback, though.
Yeah.
Craig, hey, how you doing, sir? It's good to see you, my man. Sorry, I'm afraid a large crowd got to go. Hey, you know what? If everybody that was here, me and Glenn and everybody in this chat, it would feel like a packed house here. How many do you need?
Yeah.
What's this need of needing 1,000 people where you know daggone well you're not going to be talking to each and every one of them? At least we got the crowd here that we can talk to each one of you, you know? And we'll go into a large spiel about anything. I mean, you can bring up something. To me, I would like to see people like ask questions that are about what's getting ready to happen here, or what's the deal with that. I don't know. I would just think it would be a thing of people would want to talk about, you know. But that's just me. Now Craig's frowning. Oh, you're good, man. There's only 7 of us here, man. Counting me and Glenn. What's up? I just can't. We're glad you're here, Craig. Yeah. Are you still looking at some storage units? I know every now and then he'll get on Facebook and send me a link to the locker he's looking at. Sometimes I don't find them right away because I'm not on Facebook, man. I cannot stand Facebook except for selling. But I do have a stacker page on there, and I think it helps a little bit, but I really don't need anything that Zuckerberg wants to throw out. No telling what he's trying to do. Yeah. They already put in billions of dollars putting in this Zuckerberg putting in drop boxes all over the country so people could drop ballots off. Yeah, he did that. Why would he do that? Well, we know why, right? Got to take a break from them for a bit. Got laid off from work back in September. Well, you're not going to have any problems coming here soon, man. You could just be a reseller because you're going to have money, dude. Can you hang in for another quarter? I'm sure you can. Just keep selling shit. That'll be your job.
Yeah, I think we're going to start seeing stuff change the next 3 months, don't you?
Yes. We're going to see a quantum world. We're going to see a quantum financial system, and the finances is how they enslave you. So we're not going to have that anymore. We're not going to have the war machine anymore. I know there's going to be a lot of objections to all this for the the big wigs. Some of these people have been living here for probably 150, 200 years. Yeah, some of these older elites, they can live that long because they have the technology that's getting ready to be rolled out. That's a fact, man. Well, it's what I believe to be a fact. I can't point to something that proves that, but that's what I believe. Because if it works for us, it could work for them too. That's right. Let's see. I'm going to go back and read the comments again. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. I haven't really. I know what we can do. And our new guest is Craig. And then we get. Oh boy. I guess what we'll do, guys. Let's look and see if there is a storage unit in this area here that I would be interested in. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I have it all set up to do. Okay, this site will be able to see the contents of your screen. That's the point. Can you see that?
I see it.
All right, here we go. So let's see. I'm going to go into my account. See, I have no recent bids right now, so I've got nothing in the works. So we're going to go to this, which is, I'll put my zip code in. Now, why is my zip code not there anymore?
Oh.
Well, I'll add it in again. And I'm going to do, let's see what's in my personal area here, as I call it. Okay. Let's take out the lean units. And let's try it again. I don't want, or the non-lean units. I looked at this one before, but I don't like it. And I'll show you. You can tell me why I don't like it.
Yeah, it looks kind of messy, doesn't it?
It's not so much that, but
oh yeah, yeah.
then you got, okay, there's probably some Legos in there. I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm not liking this little bassinet sitting here.
Yeah.
To me, that's a warning flag. I like the fact that there's a lot of containers, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. If there's, you got to decide what could be in these containers by looking at the rest. So the one I got the other day or last week or whenever it was, all I had was tubs. So I had to just hang my hat on the tubs themselves. But this one, I've get some clues here. I like the little Legos thing. If they're in there, that's nice. I don't like the baby stuff though. Look, here's another baby box. Another baby box.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Huggies. There's two more. It's so baby related that I'm afraid a lot of this stuff is going to be old baby toys.
Yeah.
And I call them slobber toys for a reason. Because they get slobber and poop and pee all over them. And I don't want them. So what am I seeing back here? Look, here's a rattler, bag of like baby clothes, a baby blanket. So I guess what this is I'm just ragging on this storage unit right now is what I'm doing. So I'm going to rag on it for a minute. Let's see what else. What don't I like about this? Well, here's something else I don't like. Look at that. Don't like it. I'm seeing open boxes all over the place. Hubcaps, wall art, children's books, holiday decor, stroller, bassinet, mattress. See, need I say more? But if you're just looking at just the storage unit itself from the front, it looks okay until you delve into it. Now look, doesn't that picture look pretty good? See, look at all that. And then it's got a number of bids, 110, which isn't bad. Sells in 3 days, but I'm not going to even bid on it because I don't like the clues in it. And I don't want to get stuck with a crappy locker. So what else we got going on here? Yeah, here we go. Here's a problem. When you got a big giant piece of furniture with the pleather peeling off of it, are you really going to want this? I don't know. It would take a lot more to make you want to deal with that because you can't sell that like that. You might be able to donate it. I don't know. Then people could, yeah, I don't know why, but you got a you got a skeleton playing violin. I didn't see that. But I'm not going to buy you just for a skeleton that plays a violin. That'd be nice to get with other stuff, you know. Sometimes I can get to, in the past, I've been tricked by something like that thing. Oh, I like that. And so I'll just buy the whole daggone unit. Okay. But when you got this monolith on top of everything right here, that's worth it.
Looks like a lot of trash.
Yeah, the furniture is going to be a goose egg, man. And then here you got a crock pot in the very front. Whoop-de-doo. Play-Doh. Okay, Play-Doh. Yeah, I'm sure it's really nice and not dried up at this point. And even if it was, it's still freaking Play-Doh. I do like this. All right, I'm going to admit it. I like this thing. I hadn't seen that. I mean, I guess I did, but that furniture's toast. So I'm just going to give it a chance. What else, what am I missing here? Nothing. Look at that cheap shelf. These are very cheap. I've had those and they're cheap. You put anything of weight on there and they bend and bow. That one's already doing it. What's on there? This little pot with a flower in it and it's bending. Yeah, I really want that. I'm going to say no. Oh, look at that. Okay, again, I think that's cool, man.
Yeah, that's the best thing in there.
I'll say, you know, if it was this thing and about 8 tubs and without the furniture in there, I might take a chance on it if it was. Just because I like this kind. I like this quirky stuff, man.
Yeah.
I would use him in like a video segment, you know, just to make my videos funner. That's not even a word, but you know what I mean. More fun,
Yeah.
funner. Oh, it's funner, Glenn. So let's see what else we got. See, I'm being honest as I'm looking at these. And here, I'm going to show you a little something here. Now, this locker was for sale months ago. And I tried to get it, but it had a lot more than it's got in it now.
Oh, they came and got some stuff out. Yeah.
And so now I really don't. I think they came and got the best stuff out of it. And this is what they left. And now this old toolbox, you can't even see the front of it. Okay.
That's what I think they came and got the valuables out.
Yes. And not only that, look, it's already $280.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say this is a good toolbox. I mean, you probably got a couple $100 there if it is. And maybe that's the best thing in there. But then it's all about the rest. You got a scooter here, but these things I wouldn't get excited about. I know that's going to be a Christmas tree or something like that. The red tub under it's probably lights and ornaments. There's about $20 in this little floor jack, 25, maybe more. I don't know. And then you got a couple of boxes. I'd say right now at 280, I'd be like, okay, I don't want to bid again. So I'm not bothering with this one. And it's only a mile away. But before, when it had all the boxes in the back and everything all piled up, I was interested then. But like I said, I think they came back and got everything they wanted out of it. And yeah, so I'm done with that one. So you can see. Now I know I've only gone to a 5-mile radius, but I only have to go to a 5-mile radius. You know, some people will drive and drive and drive, and I've done that before, but I just want to control my little circle out here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I will travel to like Mount Washington. It's like, I've gone to Shelbyville. I've done that. Here's another one. This one right here. We'll look at this. Something here just doesn't, I don't know. I'm not seeing enough here. I know there's all these boxes, but what could be in those boxes based with what you're looking at otherwise? I'm not getting any real good feel here. Now, this is only $30 though.
Yeah. I don't think it's worth much more than that.
I mean, I don't have anything to hang my hat on. See, if these were tubs, then you at least know you've got the tub value. You know what I mean? So these boxes aren't going to be worth jack, man. So what else can you hang your hat on here? Other than the fact that it's only $30. I mean, I guess that's something. The wood ladders aren't worth nearly as much as you might get $20 for that ladder. Okay. It's already 30. You got a little mini trampoline. Those you barely give those away. I don't know if you could sell them there or not, but I've never really done well with them. I'm not seeing it here, man. It's like a real estate sign over there. This one says, and here's another warning. Look, yard sale.
Oh, yeah.
Once you see that, you need to bail hard. Unless you actually see something. So what I'm seeing here is a yard sale that here's all the stuff they didn't sell, so they put it in a storage unit where they should have donated it. They couldn't sell it, and that's my take. I might be wrong. So what I see here is a bad unit. Wall art, you see that crap?
Yeah.
That's junk. That's junk. There's one tub up there. That might be the best thing in there. There's only 2 of them. So, yeah, I'm really picky right now. I'll give you that. But it's good when you can be picky.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Let's look at this one. Oh, it's a manager special. See, I don't want to get involved with that unless I see something I like. I'm not. Yeah, look at this hand to mouth crap. Cheaper tubs. Those are like Dollar General tubs. Those are the cheap ones. I hate them anyway. There's a printer. You could take that thing and cast it into the sea and be better off. I mean, right here is a bad unit. It's a bad unit. All right, let's see what else we got. I don't like that. Let me try something else. I'm going to try this, Glenn. I'm going to go to my zip and try 10 miles. It's just that when I get a really good unit and I can't get it all out and I got to rent it, I like it to be close to home. It just makes it so much better. And I know that's if it's a great locker, hey, you gut it up, but you got it out. We were already looking at these monitor books, Pokemon. All right, I'll look. It just looks like crap. Well, wait a minute now. Flat screen, toolbox, boxes that are torn into. What's that? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not. This doesn't really interest me. I'm not seeing anything. No, screw that one. See, I don't want to get into that crappy stuff. That's not going to even show well in a video. Let's see what we got here. Oh, good Lord. I mean, these can be great if it's good stuff, but you got to decide, is that the kind of stuff I want to have a ton of, at least temporarily? And I'm not going to put it down because here's the tip of a guitar. That's a guitar case. That you never know. Some guitars can be pretty good. Uh, Toolboxes, power tools. Let's see here. This is not bad, man. I mean, I don't know if I want to bid on it, but look, there's boxes in the back.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. Holding table right there's 40, $50. Oh, that guitar. You know what? This one's not bad.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
not. Look at it a little closer. It's not that bad a locker.
Yeah, I want to see where this one is. It's on Preston Highway. That is not too far from here. I don't like this place here too much, but I have bought a few good units there, but it's not really in the best area. But that doesn't mean anything. It's just something to go by. It's not in a bad area. And I'm guessing there's at least $500 in here somehow, some way. But this would be a month's rent, a lot of fuel. Does it look like it could be a banger? Well, you never really know until you get in there. A little bit of furniture.
Got a lot of boxes in the back, huh?
Yeah, there is. Here's something here. It's like a receiver. Yeah, this is interesting. And it sells in 3 days. There's 6 bids on it. Uh, is that a toolbox or a power tool or maybe a chainsaw? Like, because the other side of the box, you might not be able to see the. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm like one jewelry box away from being interested in it, you know?
Yeah.
And, but it is a daunting task on these kind of units. So you got to be all in on them. So now here's a DeWalt case. Or is that the same one we were just looking at? Okay, that is DeWalt. Okay. So we know that's. And they're making sure to take a picture of the. Yeah, and here's some more DeWalt batteries and stuff. Yeah, this could be okay. I'm not saying I'm going to bid on it, but I think it's a decent locker. Um, Wait a minute. Here's a trunk. Look.
Oh yeah.
Usually you're going to get blankets in there, but sometimes you can really get some nice quilts.
Yeah.
And people buy those, or you can keep them for what you can do whatever you want with them. It can be nice.
Wouldn't be a bad locker if it didn't go for too much.
Yeah. If you could get this locker for like under $200, I think you could make $500 to $1,000 if you could sell all the stuff,
Yeah.
all the samples. There'd be some donates, or if you wanted to have a yard sale or whatever, those yard sales could be good too if you got enough stuff. If you make it easy for people to buy shit, like say everything's this price, or
Yeah. Yeah. Have a table where everything's $2 and get rid of it.
Yeah, that's right. Kind of like I have a self-service, you just sit there with your table and just take money, every item they take. How many items you got? And I don't know who does this. It's KT Treasures. They just set it all out there, and they make a big sales pitch every time they have a yard sale. I guess they get hundreds of people that show up. I guess they don't even have to advertise it anymore. They just get the word out they're having one, and the people show. I've seen some big crowds, and they'll make like $1,500 on dollar. Just Everything's a buck kind of thing. And that's not crap, man. $1,500 is a nice day.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah, it is. So yeah, I like this. Now, what is this? Is that porcelain? That almost looks like a porcelain,
It does. Yeah.
and it's got hinges.
Huh.
I mean, it's probably got sewing stuff in it, but you know what I mean. It's still a nice little indicator and a good item that might indicate there could be other things here. This is like a vintage receiver. There could, you know what? When you get involved in a vintage locker like this, you can sometimes. I'm not saying it's everything's vintage, but I think they have vintage things, is what I mean to say. So that can usually be a good indicator. That's all I'm saying. And I like to look because sometimes, I may not be interested until I just keep looking, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and what people don't talk about enough, and I say this in a lot of videos, is they don't talk about usage profit enough.
Yeah.
And I've
That's
told
money.
people you can actually buy a storage unit and not sell a thing and make a profit.
That's money you don't have to spend.
Yes, that's right. But I think the one thing that intrigues me the most is this. It's either porcelain or that's like a gloss paint on it. It's wood or something. I don't know, but it's just interesting. And then you got the DeWalt. It's a good brand name tool. So there's probably more. And you saw the case in the front, and then the guitar case. There's no guarantee it's in there, but these are all indicators. A lot of boxes and bags. If this was close, if this was like down the street, like my little honey hole down here, I love buying down there, man. We found pushing $20,000 worth of gold and silver in there, jewelry and coins. So it seems to be a honey hole for us. And if you watch, there's another channel I like to watch. It's called J&J Family Finds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they get some really good lockers, man, and they drive for them. They're younger, and they drive for them, and they get some bangers, man. I don't know. I lost my train of thought, but yeah, that's a great channel there, man. And he always responds to when I post on his videos, and I like that. I even asked him about that. He had a box truck that he was using, and I used to drive a box truck, so I said, do you have to where you're going? Do you have to pull into a weigh station? Because I used to hate doing that. He got responded was we were talking about that, right, Sadie? I got a cat right here. She's cute. So yeah, J&J Family Finds got a great channel. All right. So that's that unit there. If I was just had to buy a unit, I was just chomping at the bit. I would probably go for that. But that doesn't actually, it's really not the one I want right now. But I was one jewelry box away from changing my mind. And I might look at it again later. All right, let's look at this. All right. This is at the same place. These weights, I consider the only good ones are the metal ones,
Yeah.
plastic ones. So, I mean, you can use them, but I just you can maybe sell them cheap. I like this rigid shop vac. It's a good brand name. Uh, but usually when that's sitting in front, people will see that and they go, well, I know that's worth, say, 40 or 50. So that gives them something to hang their hat on immediately. And right as you look at it, there it is. And then you got a cooler, and then you got all these tubs, and it looks like some furniture in the back. So it's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it's a 10 by 12. It's only $40, sells in 3 days. This isn't a bad little unit. Sadie, what's the problem? All right, sorry. She let me do this live today. Yeah, I'm going to have to feed you. There you go. All right. You clean that bowl out if you want. That'll be your dinner. No, no, no. Stormtrooper. It says Stormtrooper ladder, shop vac, toys, weights, jack, tools, crutches, coolers, stoves, trampoline parts, shoes, Christmas decor, and fishing poles. Oh, there's a trampoline in there. Yeah, my cats would love that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. I mean, I would consider a locker like this. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we got going here in StreamYard. Who we got in here today? We got 4. Oh, we've got 4. Let me come back in here. How do I get this? Oh, no, not again. Wait a minute. Nobody got. That's just, oh, I'm going to blind everybody with my ball. Yeah, we're still. Hey, I appreciate it. Woo, we got a post. You know what? I think it's kind of charming to have a live that's been going. We're in our 3rd year now, and it is the least watched live in every summer. And I think it's great. I don't care. I'm not worried about it. It's user friendly. People can say what they want within the rules here. You know what? We don't make the rules. I think our buddies YouTube makes the rules, and they can be very vague.
Yeah.
They can be how they want them to be. Yeah. So we just roll with what's legal, and then we kind of thing, you know. What did you guys ask Santa for? Nasara, Jasara, and the Quantum Finance the Christmas Day. I mean, literally, that's if Santa Claus is real, which there was a Saint Nicholas that was, but I digress. Yeah, that would be it. That the QFS would activate on Christmas Day, which would be very fitting since we had a president that was the military wanted to take out, but realized if they did, the country would fall to pieces, which was And before Christmas, on his last year of his 2nd term, which I'm sure there wasn't any nefarious voting going on there, but he said, "Enjoy this Christmas because it's going to be the last." Now he said that. Okay, now how do you take that? I think people, I know the guy's evil. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. Okay. But evil has to tell you what they're going to do before they do it. That's just how that stuff works. Don't ask me why or how, but it has to tell you. It's kind of like on the Georgia Guidestones and the World Economic Forum, adamant about reducing population down to 500 M. And according to their manifest from years ago, and you can read it, they wanted to use these to do that. So people were warned, and that's how they get away with it. How that ties all together, I don't know. I don't claim to know all that stuff, but I know one thing: we've been screwed for our whole lives. I'm just summing it up like, hey, we've been totally tied to the whipping post and learned to like it, you know. But yeah, what do I ask Santa for? For the QFS to officially switch over from the old fiat system, essentially putting the old deep state to death. That's retribution. So why would anybody want anything else but that for Christmas? Now the kids, they're going to want some toys. What do I want for Christmas? That. Nothing else, just that. That's it. I want my cats to have 30-year lifespans. How about that? Can you do that, Santa? Santa, can you bring me a med bed here? I don't know. I mean, who knows? Q20. Yeah, but I mean, they all look the same, man. I mean, it's all good. But if you got that many, you're going to get robbed. They will take you to the cleaners, man. And that's a fact. 25, they're dingbats. Some of them aren't. I prefer the world knowledge or the life knowledge of living. And if you get older, you get a few war wounds, you start to look not quite as good. But you know what? You're better. Yeah, you want the eye candy? Well, you can flip a page on the internet and look at the eye candy. But when you got it there getting ready to they don't want the same things you do, man. You get 500 million of them. Your life would be great for one day and suck for the rest. Yeah, we need to do more of that. Did you know the global population is actually dropping because they're getting their way? Well, they were. They wanted to do it under the guise of what they used to call it global warming, but they had to change it to climate change because in some places there's ice actually building up more. So, so that kind of narrative went. We love food for thought, man, and it's low calories. That's right, food for thought. Oh, we're down to 2. I tell you what, guys, we'll keep this thing going to 1:30 if you want to throw some. You could throw some crazy stuff out here at this point. I don't care. We can keep this live going if you want. I know I'm not being the greatest host today because I came unprepared, but I figured I would lean on you guys today, And I like what Todd brought some stuff to the table today, and I appreciate that. But look, there would be, yeah, see, that's the thing right here, man. If you looked at them all like that, would you think the same way? You wouldn't want any of them. You need to just find the one that rings your bell, man, This comes from living 70 years almost, Start thinking you got 2, you're born, I was born with 2 heads. But see, you got to start using the bigger one, man. You got to use the bigger head. A fool and his money are soon parted. I've heard that. Nancy Pelosi. Man, that's one ugly. That one, that is nasty, man. It's okay though. I can't even handle the one I have. I wouldn't be able to do more. Well, after the med bed, man, I mean, think about it. I know it still seems like science fiction, but let's just face facts, folks. It's coming. It's coming. So what you're saying here, maybe won't be the case. Think about it. I mean, we're still into the old, we're still kind of in the old matrix a little bit. We're still living in it. And then we're hearing about how you can actually get out of it and how we will be out of it. And people are still with, oh, I don't know, man. Here we are. Yeah. Okay. This is our world. Everything is. I turned on the news the other day, and this is what's going on. So yeah. Well, I heard on CNN that climate change is the biggest thing we got to worry about. Yeah, man. We got to worry about that. That way we send all our money while China is over there just burning everything up into the atmosphere. It doesn't matter. They just want our money. Yeah. I can't even handle it. Yeah, but see, that's temporary, man. It was all taken from you, man, because we should have already had that technology. Yeah, you hear about people in the Bible and stuff. You read about some of this. Some were like 200, 300, what, Methuselah 900. I think they actually did used to live longer. I really do. I think we probably got our DNA down to like 6 strands instead of 12 strands, kind of thing. Where it's
Well,
been deactivated and can be reactivated, kind of thing.
that and all the chemicals they put in the foods now.
Well, the fluoride's how they get you to. It calcifies your pineal gland, which is right here between you. And your pineal gland is also called the third eye, which brings you into the fourth dimension of reality that we all can kind of. But we're firmly in the third dimension right now. Firmly in. I'm kind of seeing the fourth, and I'm realizing that's coming. And that's hard for people to fathom when their whole life they've been jammed with chemicals and misinformation and indoctrination instead of education. It's a tough thing to break away from. But to me, that's the battle, is just letting all the old world go and then just bringing on the new and good, because it's coming. The people have spoken. The Global Alliance has spoken. And it's been going down, and it's ready to switch. I'm telling you, it's ready to switch, and I'll stand by that. I don't know when. I would say sometime between the next couple of months, for sure. So there it is. I mean, we got a lot to look forward to, guys. This is exciting. So Todd, maybe you could, but I think 500 million is a little bit too much. That's all. Oh, I see. He used the 500 million that they wanted to. Yeah, I don't think it'd be like it. What they wanted is just 500 million to run the operation. Slaves. They wanted slaves. Now maybe they want that kind of slave too, but I'm sure they'll get. They don't have to do either or they can do either or both. But yeah, we're heading into the whole new world here, and it's a shame that we've got a media that won't talk about it. Even though I don't know about this media because I don't watch them sufferbucks. The new media is the internet and all the digital warriors that are out there, the millions of them, all over the world. Because we would have never been able to uncover all these facts without the internet. And then when you've got like an operation that's been in place since 1963 because of what happened in November of 63, that started the whole thing, the mess we're in now. That operation's been in place, and we're ready to bust out of the old system, man. Well, here, let me give you this one last fact here, because we're running up on 1:30. But there's been three presidents that we've had since right before Kennedy. There's been 3 presidents that I think were all selected by the deep state. I think they were all selected. Sans 3. Kennedy, Reagan, and Trump. And all 3 of them were shot.
Yeah.
2 of them survived. So now, if that didn't inspire any conversation, then we're just going to call it a day.
I think Bobby Kennedy would have made it if they hadn't killed him.
Actually, it shows you how corrupt the D Party in with the R Party, because see, that's Washington establishment. If they had ran Kennedy, they'd have had a chance, or they would have probably won. But they didn't want him. They don't care that he's a Democrat. They only care that he can be controlled, and he can't be.
Yeah.
And so, talk about, Obama was supposed to be the big uniter. Well, the big uniter's Trump. You got the Democrats like the Tulsi Gabbards. You got the Elon Musk. You've got all of it, the Robert Kennedys. All these people, they're tired of the war machine, what they all warned us about. Even Eisenhower, going all the way back to when the president was president when I was born, talked about that would be the problem of the future, is the military industrial complex kind of thing. So they'll what they do is they will fund both sides of wars. Boom, 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 boom. Dollar, 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 dollar. Do. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. We don't care. We don't care. We don't give a shit. We get paid, and that's what we've been dealing with, folks. Three presidents said we were going to put a stop to that. Boom, boom, boom. Now that's the system that's getting ready to fall. How it is that not inspire so much conversation is beyond my comprehension. Sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes you're going to say something that's wrong and stupid when you're trying to explain all this stuff. Some people will take that and say, "Well, look, this guy's an idiot." Well, maybe this person's not an idiot. Maybe they just misspoke. There's all kind of things. You just got to use discernment. So anyway, I guess we got 5 more minutes. We might as well drink the rest of our coffee. So I think what I'm going to do after the live today, probably watch the rest of Eric's video, because I'm really wanting to see what else he finds in there. Because that's what motivates me to buy storage units, is just seeing what you can do, man, and what you can find. It's so amazing. And with everything going on and all this, it's just awesome. This is the most, but there's just not enough people talking about. Maybe I don't know. I just like talking about stuff like that. It's so relevant to our extreme living conditions. We could either be slaves or honestly just ascending and being happy and wealthy and doing good for people. I don't know. It just sounds like the way to go. All righty, guys. I appreciate y'all coming in here. We'll come up with where's my mouse? With a format someday that kind of inspires more conversation. I guess we're going to have to wait till this stuff actually implements, and then you'll have some people say, "Well, I knew this all along." We knew this quantum system was coming. Yeah, we were ready for it. So you got to get out there and get out in front of it like we did, folks. Yeah, I know that is what's going to happen. Okay, I don't care. I just want everybody to be happy. But you just got to remember, I've been talking about this for a long time. Like, nobody wants to talk about it. I guess they don't think it could be real. I don't know. What do you think, Glenn? Am I onto something here?
They either think it's not real, or like you said earlier, they're afraid.
Yeah, I just don't see the afraid part. I mean, we're just talking. We're not any big whoop-de-doo channel like an Alex Jones or something like that, where we got 4 people here. I don't think there's anything to be afraid of here. We're not even monetized on our lives here, and there's nothing we've said in here today that broke any rules. So Hey, take that for what it's worth, I guess, right? Oh, I mean, things are going to change. I mean, the show's going to change just along with the way the world's going to change. So we'll have a whole. I don't even know what direction to go in yet because we don't know exactly how everything's going to be, right?
Yep.
I know as long as we can do this, we're going to do it, and we're just going to go with the flow. But I mean, here comes the flow. It's not a flow. It's a tsunami of good, getting ready to just cleanse this planet of all the crap that's been here forever. And to me, I think that's worthy of a conversation. But we'll have that conversation again back here again next week, folks. Here at American Patriot Stars Hunters. That's right. Todd, I appreciate you, man. You brought it in here today. I like that. Yeah, Todd wanted to do it all. You might need a little bit of help with that, Benny, man. Let's see if I can leave y'all with. I know what we'll leave everybody with. There we go. Let's see. Oh, I'm not doing a very good job here. Wait a minute, that's not right. Add music. No, I don't want to add music. Okay, let's see here. What I want to do. Let's do this. All right, guys. I'll see you. See y'all next week. Y'all take care. And Glenn, I'll see you, bud.
Okay, Mark.
Gonna wing on out of here today and just have a great rest of your day, my man.
You too.
All righty. Let's go here. Boom, just like
Back to the Future.